Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to start by apologizing. I know we were a few minutes late here, so we had a few audio issues, but we are back on and good to go. So I promise you all we're going to make this well worth your while, especially the next 55 minutes. We're going to get everybody out on time before 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're also going to do a giveaway at the end. I have the new Apple AirPods that we're going to give away to whoever answers my question of the day first and correctly. So make sure the answer is in the slides that you're about to see this next hour. So please pay attention. Please write down notes. Please use that Q&A pane, right? We have it there just for you to give us feedback, share comments, good, bad, and different questions as we go. We have someone answering all the questions as we move through the slides. And if we don't get back to you in real time, we will get back to you as soon as we hang up. But we need to hear from you because at the end of the day, all of these presentations are about you all, right? It's about helping our agents walk away with nuggets, right, at the end of an hour, which is the goal. So I can promise you that will happen if you're paying attention and on until the end. So without further ado, I want to jump into my presentation today. So this is one of our core go-to carriers, especially when it comes to living benefits. If you've been in the business for a while, I know you've heard of them, LSW, National Life Group. And what I'm going to say just quickly, and as you know, right, we're a national IMO since 1972, over 23,000 agents in almost every city in the U.S., okay? We have access to all the top companies. We have 90 direct carriers on the life, annuity, and supplemental sides, okay? But when it comes to living benefits, and this is for term, IUL, I'm going to tell you this. I'm saying it with them on this call, and I would say it at any time. They are the leader, the original 175-year-old A-plus rated company. Okay, so I tell all of our agents at our trainings, live one-on-one, whatever the case is, that if you're talking about living benefits, you need to quote LSW first. There's a lot of reasons behind it, but I'm going to tell you their package, okay, as far as life insurance and the LBs included, is second to none. They also have a new no exam underwriting platform. Very, very quick turnaround, up to $3 million. So excellent package. And I'm going to just end with this for this slide. They are our only carrier. Think about this, A plus rated, 175 years old, that comes with, think about this, living benefit certification course available through Levinson, SAGE scholarship approved. And number three, our Stonewood IUL sales platform system. They are compliant and approved on that platform as well. So that's a 1, 2, 3 punch. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention. Also, large case market. So we partner up with Mary Reed. So if you have one of these whale monster cases, right? I know a guy, I know a girl, and you maybe don't feel confident, right? Maybe it's a small business, a large business. She will jump in and literally do as much or as little as you want her to do with your client, okay? And you still keep a majority of the commissions. And LSW is her go-to, okay? So just keep that in mind as we go. And you know, right, her average case is about 80,000 of target premium, okay? So think about the commissions there. Okay, let's keep moving forward. I don't want to steal any of their thunder because we have a lot to talk about today, but I do want to shift gears for a moment and talk about Levinson and Associates and everything that we have going on for 2024 that you can leverage to change your year. So every year we have our annual Agent Expo. This one is going to be different, okay? And I'm on a recorded line saying it on record, okay? This one is going to be bigger and better. Why? Number one, bottom right-hand corner, our keynote speaker is Mr. Joe Ross. Okay, hands down, he's my favorite life insurance coach / trainer in the industry, period. And he is going to be our keynote speaker live, okay, on April 12th. So you got to register for this event, and it's free. So you have no excuses, except the only excuse would be is if we cap out at our 300 person max, which is our fire code. So we have to make sure we stay under 300, and we're already getting close. So you need to RSVP as soon as possible. Like I said, it's free. And then at the bottom, okay, and this is important. So it doesn't matter if you're local or coming from Hawaii, which we have some agents in Hawaii, believe it or not, starting at $30,000 of combined life and annuity production. We pay for one free night at our beachfront resort where we have the event. And then at $60,000 of combined premium, we pay for round trip airfare from anywhere in the U.S. plus the one free night. And then at $70,000, this is listed on the bottom, we pay for round trip airfare, 2 free nights. Okay, so you can make this a staycation, vacation, call it whatever you want. But I promise you on Friday, April 12th, you will walk away with a handful of nuggets that will change your practice on the life and annuity side. Okay, it's also the first year we have a handful of annuity carriers and presenters. So it's going to be a nice little mix. Okay. What we're also having is a agent roundtable discussion, which will be great and very beneficial for you all, right? Because we all sit here and say, oh, you can listen to me speak for an hour. You know, you're the IMO. You're in a different place than we are. We're out here in the trenches. You know, and then the carriers speak, and they're at a big home office, you know, that's 128 stories up, and they don't know what we're doing out here in the field. Okay, well, that's why we have a dedicated time and slot just so you can listen to other agents that are just like you. Okay, so it's going to be a great day. You won't forget. Like I said, full of nuggets. Let's keep moving forward. So real fast, I also want to mention, I try to share the book of the month, what I'm listening to or reading right now. So I want to share the latest book I just finished, which is very motivational. If you're a fan of his or not, it's a great book. He just came out with it, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the book is called Be Useful. Just came out a couple months ago. I thought it was fantastic. Definitely a good listen or a good read, whatever you prefer. But that's my book suggestion. Let's keep moving forward. So real fast, what you're looking at in front of you is the Levinson Life and Annuity Leader. So we send these out to you all every other week. Okay, they're fresh. Everything is updated in real time. And here's what's so great. I mentioned earlier, we have 90 plus carriers, life, annuity, supplemental products. How are you supposed to keep your finger on the pulse of everything that's going on in the industry? It's impossible. Okay, you'd have to surf 90 plus websites, right? Remember passwords and logins, and you get it. So what we did is we have the 411 Levinson Leader, and we take all of the carriers' latest and greatest, what's hot, what's not, and we put it in one email, easy to understand, 3 sections. That's what you're looking at now, and it will be sitting in your inbox every other week. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next, this was a nice marketing piece we just rolled out yesterday. And, you know, we get so many calls and emails, and we're doing this now 52 plus years. And agents say, you know, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know which companies to focus on, and I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. And your website has 159 different moving parts. Okay, we simplified your life by this spreadsheet that's sitting on our website. We'll also send it out in today's thank you email that all of you will receive. But what we did here is we literally separated this entire grid by life and annuity. And we take every single carrier we have a direct IMO contract with, and we talk about their strong points, okay? Why you should use each company, what is their niche. And what you're also going to realize is out of all these companies, each one kind of has their own special niche in the market. So we don't have a lot of overlapping. And if you think back, what I said about 10 minutes ago was LSW is our go-to when it comes to living benefits. So you need to know that. And what you're also going to notice, yes, do other companies have living benefits? Absolutely. But they might have a different underwriting niche, or they maybe only go to 1 million for no exam underwriting, or maybe they approve cases or make decisions in 24 hours, whatever it is. But everything is simplified right in front of you. And like I said, it's on our website now. We can also include this in our thank you email, so you'll have it at your fingertips. Let's keep moving forward here. Insure Me Now Direct. This has been our biggest marketing platform where agents are changing their business, especially since COVID hit a few years back. Okay, and the reason why, and I know you've heard me talk about this a million times already, this was my dream 10 years ago before we even knew what COVID was. But what's so great is this is your own Amazon type of platform that you can market to your consumers, your network, your family members, your neighbors. Okay, it's your own website. It's free. Okay, and now 10 years ago, I had one product and it was a decreasing term, but it doesn't matter. It was a dream that came to fruition. Today, we look at all the competitive products that we have. Okay, Banner Life, Gerber, Surety, Manhattan Life, all the great go-tos, and everything is 100% direct to consumer. Everything is instant decision. Everything on here. That means your friend, right, that knows you're an insurance agent can log into your website 2 a.m. while you're sleeping. They can run a Banner Life term quote for $2 million. They can apply. They can get approved in less than 11 minutes, and you just sold a policy. You woke up the next morning and boom, $11,000 of premium, of commission. Okay? That simple. This is a game changer. Especially, we just had a huge agency that's tied to a big insurance company. I won't mention the name. This was yesterday. Okay? They came on board. Why? Not for all of our contracts, because they have their own carrier. Okay? But they wanted Insure Me Now Direct for their agents because they wanted their agents to step into 2024, right, and leverage technology and these great resources available. You all have direct access. This is our latest carrier edition, Manhattan Life. Okay, and here's what's so great. Manhattan Life, right, on top of everything else we have, they launched yesterday 17 new products on the platform. And all we're saying to you is write your first app with any of the companies on our platform, and we give you a $100 Amazon gift card. That easy. You can even write yourself. We don't care. I just want to prove to you how easy this is for you to make a sale. I don't even care if you write yourself. Like I said, no small print. You get $100. Okay? First policy sold on Insure Me Now Direct, any of the carriers and products. Boom, you're in just like that. Let's keep moving forward. I'm almost done here. I know we have Eric Lopez from LSW that's ready to go in a couple minutes here. Real fast, this is a great marketing piece that just came out yesterday from Pacific Life, another great go-to, right? But not the true living benefits company. They have other great niches, okay, like we spoke about last week. Here's what's so neat. You all, right, I encourage you to do this every week. I talk about it, social media marketing. If you're not doing it, you're riding a horse in reverse around New York City in 2024, which you should not be doing. Okay, so you got to be out there. You got to be present. Okay, the only way to do that is to get your e-blasts out there, your newsletters, your posts on Facebook, LinkedIn, okay, Twitter or X. You got to get out there. Threads now. Okay, I don't care if you have one follower. You need to get out there. Soon it'll be 5 and then 10. These are pre-made, pre-approved marketing pieces that you can leverage. It's free, already done, okay, for you, and we can even co-brand these for you, okay? So it doesn't get any easier. Let's keep moving forward. Without further ado, I want to jump into our feature presentation of the day. And then here's what's great. When Eric is done, I have some great sample marketing pieces that are performing awesome by other agents I'm going to share with you as soon as he wraps up. But without further ado, I want to introduce our VP, Mr. Eric Lopez at LSW, and his right-hand man, Israel, is on with him as well. Can you guys hear me okay? You got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. A lot of great stuff, exciting. I got motivated. I want to write an app and get those benefits and all those good stuff. So unfortunately, I don't write business, but fortunately, I have the pleasure of working with great agencies like Levinson Associates and with individuals like yourself. So thank you. I always tell my children I'm blessed to have the job that I have by working with great people that do great things for our communities. So it wasn't timed, but it came out perfect. I don't know if you guys know this, but January is Life Living Benefits Awareness Month. I don't know if you knew that, Bill and Andrew and Carrie, but this month we're celebrating or we're making people aware of living benefits and the benefits they provide. And National Life is very proud, as Bill mentioned, we are the original creators and founders of living benefits. And my opinion and many opinion of those is that we have the best comprehensive package out there. So here's our kickoff deck. I won't go through it all. I'll just cover specific slides here. But the theme for this year for National Life Group is building legacies. If you think about it, that's exactly what you do for your clients. Is build legacies. You allow them to do something for when they're no longer here, they still are helping their families and are still remembered. For those of you that are new, National Life Group's been around, as Bill mentioned, for a long time. Last month, we celebrated our 175th birthday, or last month. We celebrated from October through December. It was a big celebration. For 175 years, National Life Group was founded in 1848 with the second oldest insurance company out there. So think about that. We've been through it all. We've been through recessions, world wars, financial crises, you name it. And here we are today, still striving and stronger than ever. Our goal is to continue being the leader when it comes to IUL and living benefits. And I have the great news to share with you that we finalized 2023 in being in the top 10 of life insurance companies in the industry in terms of first year life premiums. And we're either going to be number 8 or number 9. In 2022, we're number 9. This year, we might be in number 8. We're still waiting for the final numbers. So thank you, Kerry Levinson, and you guys and Levinson Associates, the whole team, for being part of that growth and that great success that we accomplished. Thank you for that. So the National Life Group continues to grow. Last year, as I said, we ended up not just number 8, number 9 overall in the industry, but number 1 in IUL sales. As far as Index Universal Life, National Life Group is the leader. And not just in production. A lot of people don't know this, but when I joined National Life Group back in 2005, there were only 5 IUL carriers at the time. And of those 5, National Life is the only one that is still around selling IUL. So I think I'm correct in saying we're the longest standing issuer of IUL business in the U.S. So that's another great accolade for National Life Group. So National Life Group owns 2 insurance companies, National Life of Vermont and LSW, Life of the Southwest. And when you get appointed with us, and I hope each and every one of you is already appointed, if not, the most important takeaway from this presentation is please go get appointed. And when you get appointed with us, you get appointed with both insurance companies, Life of the Southwest and National Life of Vermont. The products, we try to keep them as identical as possible. There are some differences, and this is due because of regulations. So why do we have 2 insurance companies? Well, National Life of Vermont is registered in all 50 states, which include New York. LSW is only registered in 49 states, which does not include New York. For those of you that have been around in the business for a while, know that New York has unique regulations. That one of them is it regulates how much compensation we can pay. So even though you're able to sell National Life of Vermont outside of New York, your compensation will be reduced due to New York regulations. So if you're selling outside of New York, I highly recommend you use LSW. If you're selling in New York, your only option is National Life of Vermont. I'm just saying that because I've seen agents submit applications when you go to the illustration system in our e-app and you submit a National Life of Vermont, then we have to, it's not difficult, but it's a process to change it over to LSW. So there are 2 companies. You're eligible to sell both of them. And National Life Group has become almost 100% virtual. As we welcome phone calls, the underwriter, your case manager is available to speak. We actually welcome that. We welcome that one-on-one dialogue, but we also invite you to manage the business at your own pace. We invested over $100 million 2 years ago for a new system called Ascend. And what this system does, it allows you to manage your business from beginning to end. So you have control now. It's no longer a black box where you don't know what the status is. So for those of you familiar with Domino's Pizza, when you buy a pizza on the app, it'll tell you pizza's being prepped, pizza's being made, pizza's being baked, pizza's being boxed, pizza is ready. With National Life Group, Ascend kind of works the same way. You can see the whole process as it goes through new business and underwriting. And we got nothing but great reviews and great feedback on that system. It also is up to Levinson Associates, but we have the option of we ordering the exams for you, or Levinson Associates can order it, but it gives you the flexibility to determine how you want to manage your business. Talking about exams, and National Life Group, like I said, we want to go virtual as much as possible. We have increased our underwriting guidelines to accommodate as much business as we can non-med. So for all of our permanent products, which include Index Universal Life, for individuals up to age 50, we do not require blood or urine or parameds. So those cases go without any exams. Up to 2 million between the ages of 51 and 60 in permanent products, and between 61 and 65 is 500,000. So that's 80% of our cases fall in that range. So most of your cases will go through pretty quickly. What's the benefit of Ascend? Ascend does the underwriting as you answer the medical questions. And the benefit of this is between 18 to 25% of our cases are instantaneously approved. Again, this is a standard, fully underwritten product that we're able to issue between 18 to 25% of them immediately. The remaining 75%, then depending on what it is, it needs an underwriter or new business manager to work on it. And that's really helped us. One thing about National Life Group, I will say, I would gamble and say that we probably have the best service out there. We have the quickest turnaround, and that's important considering that we welcome the one-on-one dialogue. So please test us out and prove me wrong or confirm. Also, our clients, you do not have to physically know or meet with your client. We allow clients to be sold virtually. If you're not meeting with the client or have never met the client in person, all we ask is, if you do it via Zoom, to take a picture of the client with their ID next to their face so we can verify that that name corresponds with the person that you're communicating with. And that's from a new business platform. I think it's the most innovative one out there. We have a fully underwriting engine, and the good thing is we've been having this engine for over 5 years now, so it's tweaked. A lot of companies launch this underwriting engine and go through a lot of issues where they try to fine tune it. We've gone through all that, and we're ready to take as much business as we can. Why do we go to Ascend? Not only to make it as seamless as possible, but our CEO, National Life Group, Marana Sadi, want to continue growing. We could stop at being number 8, number 9, and be the top IUL carrier, but our goals is to continue growing. Within the next 3 years, we want to reach 750 million of premiums and be in top 5. And then within 6 or 7 years, we want to be top 3. So that's continues to be aggressive goals, but given the growth we've had, it's very attainable, especially with the support with Levinson Associates and your support. You'll never see us marketing in arenas or blimps or things like that, because we market to our community. We serve and support. National Life Group gives 40 hours to employees to use for service and volunteering. And we also focus on keeping our promises. So one thing's important. When you do business, and National Life respects and understands that your role is critical. The client ends up deciding what company is really you. It's not really the client that decides the company. And that's important to us because that's a big responsibility for you because you have to choose for your client when you make recommendations. And to support that, I highly recommend that you choose a company that's aligned with what you're offering your client. And what I mean by that is, what is the vision, mission, and values of the companies you do business with? And if I ask you, what are you doing with your clients? Are you selling them life insurance? Are you selling them a death benefit protection? If we dig down deeply, you'll notice that you're not selling. You're offering, you're coaching, you're life coaches to your clients. That's why National Life Group believes that we will always value the value of the agent in this relationship. Some companies are trying to go direct to consumer. We're not. We 100% believe that you guys are life coaches, and it's very important. Your clients tell you, become vulnerable with you and share with you the biggest concerns, the biggest fears, and you offer solutions for that. And that's why National Life vision, mission, and values align with that. And I welcome you, whatever carrier you do business with, if it's not National Life Group, ask them, what are your vision and mission statement? And challenge them. How is that consistent with your vision and mission statements? I'll share with you National Life vision, mission, and values. Our vision is to bring peace of mind to everyone we touch, because we believe that's what you bring to your clients is peace of mind. And our mission of keeping that vision is by keeping our promises. And our values is do good, be good, make good. Every single 1,000+ companies at National Life Group can reiterate these values, mission, and vision statements just like I did. It's very important to us and very dear. Here's our numbers in 2023. We did over 530 million of life weighted NAP. That means 530 million of first year life premium. That's how much new business we sold in individual life last year. Why is that important? Well, how can you put that in perspective? To put in perspective, some carriers barely do 100 million. A lot of our competitors don't even do 100 million. So we are over 500 million life weighted NAP, and our 3-year goal is to get to 750 million. These are our assets. For those of you who are interested in that, we have over $45 billion in assets and over 3.2 billion with the B in statutory capital. But the slide that's most important to me is this one. In 2023, we paid out over $6.2 billion in benefits to our clients and over $98 million in living benefits. Now think about that. That is what you do for your clients. That is what you do for your community. That is what Levinson Associates does every day in servicing their partners, is provide those benefits to their clients. Think about that. National Life Group, with your help last year, have a total of 1.3 million customers, sold over 223,000 new policies, and paid out over 6.2 billion in total benefits and 98 million in living benefits. That's incredible. That's the value. That's why I'm saying you guys don't sell. You guys bring value to your clients. In this slide, this is one of my few slides before we jump into products. This shows National Life Group's growth from 2011 till now. We've had double-digit growth year over year. But what the most important takeaway for me for this slide is, look at the consistency of the growth. There's not a spike and then it goes down. It's been consistent growth all throughout. There was a dip between 2019 and 2020 to the COVID, but look at that. Look at the growth we've had, and it continues. And you may ask yourself, why? Why is that growth? Why is National Life #1 in IUL? Why is National Life growing? I'm just going to say a few things. We have Ascend, which allows us to be very innovative, make the application process as easy and efficient as possible. 2, we are very, I don't want to say aggressive, but we're very open to the multicultural markets. National Life focus is middle America. We do a lot of large cases, don't get me wrong. Just our large case premium is probably more premium than insurance companies do overall because we do so much, 530 million. But a large portion of that 530 million is middle America, and middle America is comprised mostly of multicultural markets. So National Life Group for a national program is second to none. And I say this in the sense of individuals that live in the US for at least 8 months and do not have intention of returning to their home country, we will treat them as if they were U.S. citizens, no matter what their legal status is. We don't care about their visa. We don't care how they got here. We don't care about their legal status. If they've been here for at least 8 months and don't have plans of going back to their country, we will treat them like U.S. citizens. I think we're the only company that does that. And then for foreign nationals that live outside of the U.S., we have a program for them as well. What makes us different from the other one, this I'll share the negative with you. We do require that the application be taken and signed in the U.S. And if exams are required, they have to be done in the U.S. as well. Other than that, we're very open to foreign national business. They do need to have a nexus and having some type of investment or savings account for at least, I think it's 3 months or 6 months. I think it's 250,000 or more. We will treat them as if they have a nexus. So to us, that's very important. And also children, I think we're pretty liberal when it comes to children as well. We will insure a child up to the maximum of the parent up to $1 million. And both parents do not have to be insured. So for example, if I have $3 million of insurance, my wife is not insured, I can do each of my children up to $1 million. So what I want to do now is, now that we covered, get out of here, who National Life Group is, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I want to jump into real quick into products. And for that, we're going to transition over to Israel, who's going to go into the products. And while Israel is working with Andrew to get controls, I'm going to give you a high level of the products that we have. So I'll start off by saying that all of our products, every single one of our products have living benefits, the same living benefits. So we have a suite of term products. We have 10, 15, 20, 30-year term with all the living benefits. We have whole life product with all the living benefits. We have a universal life product with all the living benefits. And we have 2 index universal life products with living benefits. So right there on the left of on the screen, you'll see all of our products, and they all come with living benefits. And the last thing I'll say before I pass it over to Israel, because I did a webinar yesterday, and I thought this was common, but I guess not. Everyone went crazy in excitement. National Life Group's term have all the living benefits and are guaranteed convertible at the same risk class. So if you have a client who buys a policy, a 30-year term, when they are 30 years old, and they get approved for elite non-tobacco, up to 25 years later, because a 30-year term has a 25-year convertibility period. Within 25 years, they can be with cancer, very sick, what have you. They're guaranteed they can convert their term product to any of National Life Group's permanent products at the same risk class, in this example, elite, with all of the living benefits attached to it. And I thought that was standard, but when I did this webinar yesterday, I was told it wasn't. So that's great. So I'll leave it now to Israel to go in detail and cover the products and also cover the living benefits. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Very grateful for Levinson Associates, everything they do, and for everything you do for your clients. Thank you again.
Hello, everybody. This is Israel. Thank you so much just for the opportunity to be here today and just kind of touch base on some of our products that we have here. I do have a lot of ground to cover, so I'm going to try to pace myself, but at the same time, I want to try to make sure I try to touch base on each one of those. As Eric was stating, thank you so much, Eric, for that, and Bill, just for the opportunity to be here with y'all today. We do have various products, going anywhere from term, as he was stating, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You can convert. We also have our basic fixed universal life, our whole life, which is total secure. And then we have our index universal life products, okay? So all of these, as he stated, they all come with our living benefits, okay? It's not something they gotta sign up for or have to say that they come included, unless the underwriter states otherwise. Term, as we stated earlier, you have to be at least 18 years old. Now, I do want to provide you this catalog number now that I have you here. Let me see if I can scroll down just a tad bit. Let me let it go. Catalog number, if you want to write it down just for you, so you can search it up in your portal whenever you get an opportunity. It's going to be 63236, 36. Now we do have guides specifically for each one of these products to kind of dives in deeper and gives you an understanding of how each one of these products works, what riders are available, and how long you have to be on those riders, how do they pay out, etc. But if you click on each one of these on this particular catalog, if you click on each one of these particular products, it's going to take you letting you know what forms are needed, how do they, what do we offer on them, what are other, what are the age requirements, what is the minimum face amount. The term is going to be the only one that the client has to be at least 18 years old with a minimum of $100,000. They do come with the living benefits, as I stated before, and you can convert them. Client will get a letter advising them when their conversion period ends. Same with fixed UL, you got a fixed strategy here. Now on these other permanent products here, they can be from 0 to 85 years old, okay? So that usually it says 15 days on the underwriting guide, if I'm not mistaken, but up to 85, they'll cover them. The minimum face amount needed is 50,000, okay? They all come with riders, the ABRs and other riders that they're able to elect from. So just make sure that you keep an eye out for that when you're doing an illustration. And like I said, that's something that we're gonna go into here in a bit. We got our whole life, our total secure, once again, 0 through 85, 50,000 minimum, comes with all your benefits, okay? And these are great if they just want the guarantee of just, they're not worrying about the market, how it's performing. As long as they make their payments, their value is gonna increase, they're gonna have guaranteed coverage, and should they ever need a withdrawal or loan, they're able to do that as long as they're making their payments on their policy. And for the IULs, we do have a survivor life for joint policies. These are great if we have maybe one person that cannot get insured, but they want to be covered under the policy, and you want to have a second life, right, for a second to die. This is a great product. Minimum face amount on this one is 250 because you're talking about 2 lives here. 0 to 85 once again. You have other riders. The only downfall on this one that I would be able to consider is that they cannot do via e-app. It needs to be done via paper app, okay? And you're always gonna be focusing on LSW, unless you're selling in New York, then you would use NL, but always LSW. Summit Life, great product once again. However, the minimum face amount on this one is gonna be 1 million. So this is for 1 million policy, death benefit amount, 1 million and over. The beautiful thing about this one is that it includes enhancers and bonuses onto the policy. The downside on that one is that you're not able to illustrate them. Okay, so when you're selling them, this is, and not that you cannot do $1 million and over in Flex Life, it's just this one includes enhancers and bonuses that are on the policy. So just want to keep that in mind when you're doing this out. Once again, you want to get the product guide. It explains how those bonuses work if you want any further detail. Peak Life is the same thing as Summit Life, but for New York, once again, there's that NL for New York. And then finally, we are the #1 seller of IULs in the United States. I'm grateful to be with a company that has been in business for 175 years. With that being said, we are the #1 IUL seller here in the United States. Once again, going back, minimum is 50,000, comes with all the ABRs and other riders that you can also elect from. Comes with, once again, the lifetime income benefit rider. If they want to receive income for the rest of their lives, it's a great opportunity for them to receive income that is not taxed, okay? So we have, like I said, once again, product guides that you could go into. So I want to encourage you whenever you have an opportunity to do that. So we did start off with advising you what this catalog number is. I do want to provide you with some other information before we go into our ABRs. As they were stating earlier, we do have easy riding program depending on their age, right? The amount they want to purchase as far as death benefit. It's a simple brochure or flyer that you can see here. That catalog number is 103173. 103173. And I would like you to write these down. It's like I said, it's just for you to have for your own benefit. When you're trying to figure out real quick, you're not going through the underwriting guide. Is something that you have right away that you could reference. Okay, so this is for our easy underwriting program. Okay, and then finally, this one is the underwriting guide. The underwriting guide is, as they stated earlier, we're trying to make it easy for you. The last thing we want to do is have you holding online and not have all the information that you could have that you need, right? And just having to wait online to get something that you could get off of this form right here. Okay, this form number is going to be 62797. 62797. Okay, and this is going to give you everything that you need, the underwriting requirements. Let's suppose you're getting a Flex Live, just an example. Hey, I got a 79-year-old and he wants to get or let's go with 62. He's 62 years old and he wants to get $1 million policy. What does he need? Well, let's find out. You click on that little requirement. It's going to tell you right there, $62 million. Looks like he needs, it's D. We're going to go down here to D. Okay, application, exam, blood profile, urine, and so forth on. So it gives you those requirements. Not only that, the beautiful thing about this, it tells you the height and weight. It tells you uninsurable problematic risk. What could, I don't want to submit a policy and then have it come back and spend that time, right? These are things that you could see right away to let you know if it's probably something that we could insure or not, or if we need to use the X-ray quoting tool. And I'll show you where that's at here in a few. So once again, keep this in mind. It would also let you know of any kind of forms that are needed when you're submitting for people with maybe criminal background. Let me open that up a little more. Criminal background, what form you might need to fill out, the blood pressure, aviations, right? They're pilots, and so forth on. So I want you to make sure, I want to empower you, okay, to have these resources and tools to make it easier for you when you're answering questions in case you're needing something right away. If you don't find it in here, that's when you go to X-ray or you could call us, okay? So that's that. Let me go ahead and jump real quick to our portal because I do want to take time to explain to you the benefits of knowing how to navigate through our portal. And I know this is kind of fast, quick, and in a hurry, but like I said, I want to make sure I touch everything. And the illustration software is the one that honestly I have fun teaching. When I do this one on the webinar, sometimes it goes over an hour, and that's just not even touching the basics of it. So when you enter your profile, right, your portal, you're going to have all this information at your disposal. This is just a sandbox for us. So none of these numbers are real, but I use it as a training tool. You have your sales and marketing. You have all these resources available to you, your compensation, commissions, incentives, book of business, your products, annuity, life interest rates, what are our current rates right now, and training tools. I want to pause on this for a minute. If you're wanting to know a little bit more, right, you haven't had an opportunity to register for a live training, if you click on this button right here, it's going to take you to videos that we have already pre-recorded. We do have mostly in English, and now I am grateful that we had an opportunity to record, I think, 4 in Spanish and more to come. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And then finally, this webinar calendar. This is where you want to register for live trainings. Those trainings could vary anywhere from 30 minutes or to an hour, depending on which one you get. And these are, once again, live trainings with various agents. You're able to ask questions. You're able to see the screen, how we're maneuvering. We don't really do training over the phone. Why? Because it does take up a lot of time. It could take anywhere from 20 minutes to more. So I really encourage you to use these resources when available, okay? And you have other options here as well. Now, this is the X-ray I was telling you about. Remember when I told you, if you don't find it in the underwriting guide to use the X-ray underwriting quotes, this is the application you would use. You would click on that, create a new case, fill out everything you can, and that usually takes about 24 to 48 hours to get a response from them. But it's a lot easier than having to go through the whole application process, right? And then, waiting a week to get a, yes or a no, or we can't do it at this time, or wait a year. Use this if it's not in the underwriting guide. This is to write a application, and this is illustrations, and this is what we're going to jump into today. So hopefully it doesn't kick me out because I took a little bit before we got there. Beautiful. So here I am. So real quick, this is going to be your illustration software, right? When you get in, you do have other options. This is once you create a case, you go to home. This is where I'm at right now. Cases, any kind of cases you've written previously, contacts, and you do have open items. But let's jump in right away, okay? I do have some that are created here previously, but let's jump in right away, create a new illustration. And as soon as you get here, I'm gonna put any, because I wanted to show all of our products. Once again, we don't just sell life products, we do sell annuities as well, but we're gonna stick with life for today. And I'm gonna pick Texas because I live in Texas, great state of Texas, and I'm gonna pick Flex Life because I just love our product. Okay, once again, we want to stick with the ones that do not have NL unless you're selling in New York. So we're going to stick NL. So leave that alone, stick with regular Flex Life. It's going to give you the information that you need to fill out. Once again, if you see this yellow triangle sign right here, it's just a warning. It's not an error. It's a warning. It's telling you what you need to do. So you're going to see as soon as I put in my name, that error is going to go away. The system recognizes that valued client is not an actual name. Okay, so you see those things go away. I'm not scared of showing you what my birth date is. It's going to go away also. You see that? But if I put something in wrong, you're going to see a little X come up here, a little red X here and wherever the error is at. And it's going to, you can click on that little red X next to wherever it's at or up here, and it's going to show you the changes that you need to make. Once again, if you need to reach our underwriting under guidelines, you could click on this little link right here and it's going to take you right to the most current one. If you download this catalog right from the portal, I forgot to show you that. Let me go back over here real quick. This little lightning bolt right here in your portal, you go down to order forms and materials that will take you to where you can order brochures for you to have for your clients, for you to pass out, for you to product guides that you need, how the products work. You find it all right here. Beautiful. So that will take you here. But like as I was stating, if you download this, sometimes we make revisions. So you want to make sure that at least once a month you check to see if there's been any revisions if you download it from here. But if you do it here, it's going to be automatically give you the most updated underwriting guideline. Okay. If you find yourself stuck in a situation where you don't know what it's asking you, what does this mean? You see if it gives you a little red, if you move your cursor over it and it turns red, you could actually click on that and it's going to give you a definition of what those cursors need, what do they mean, what are they asking you to do. So we done everything here. We don't really mess with risk information. I never touch it. The only time you're ever going to mess with this if you're needing a modified illustration, which is after the underwriter told you, hey, you know what, we're going to give them a lead, or you know what, unfortunately, we have to give them express standard tobacco. You would come back to the one that you saved, right? Because you're going to save this. You're going to give it a name. Don't just leave it as untitled. You give it a name so you can come back and look for it. And then once you find it, like I have it on my go-to page right here, I found it, right? I click on it and they said, you know what, we're going to rate them as elite. You come back and change the rate class, you need flat extra, save it, download it, and send it to the case manager, and you're done with that modification. I know this is fast, I apologize, but I got a little bit limited time here. Real quick here, really don't mess with the tax compliance. You have all these benefits. Once again, what does it mean, Israel? No problem. If it hover over the link, if it turns red, it's going to tell you what each one of those means. None, minimum death benefit, maximum cash value, balanced death benefit based on target value. It's going to give you what each one of those means. Now, usually here, and remember, if you ever need any help, please call our pre-sales department. We are here to help you, serve you, but most of all, empower you. Okay, we want you to have everything you need to be successful. When you're running these illustrations, yes, sir.
Given the few minutes we have, why don't you jump to the ABRs real quick and then just cover high level?
Yes, sir. No worries. Thank you so much. So once again, take your time when you get a chance, go to these training videos and I'll teach you how to run or register for a webinar class live training, and they'll teach you how to do that real quick here. So let me jump into this real quick. And I told you it was fast and furious. I thought it was playing. Okay, real quick on our living benefits. Most of the people, and this is where it gets real, my friends, most of the clients don't know that they got living benefits. I've seen a lot of them where they call in and they're not even able to make payment for who knows what reason. But you have to remind them, hey, this is not just for insurance. You're not just being covered in case you pass away. We're here to take care of you in case you die too soon, right? Your family needs to be taken care of. Your business needs to be taken care of. If you die too soon, we're here for you. If you become ill, hey, we got you covered. We're here to help you cover your living expenses, any kind of medical expenses, right? You have your ABRs. And if you live too long, remember you have the lifetime income benefit rider to help you supplement your income at the end. So we want to make sure, we want to make them aware that we are here to serve them in every area. Okay. So life insurance, once again, as I was stated earlier, it's once they get that tax-free cash to their beneficiaries, that's something that they don't have to worry about paying taxes. We want to make sure that they're focusing on what matters most, and that's healing. They live too long. Once again, we do have in their cash value through loans and withdrawals that they could assist. And finally, as I stated, their income rider. And then finally, and I'm going to cover this real quick here, if their ABRs. If they become ill while they're living, they do not have to wait until they pass away. Okay, so we want to protect your clients, right? During their time of illness or during their time of need. We do have their terminal illness, we have chronic illness, critical illness, we have critical injury, we have the fertility journey, we have the Alzheimer's rider, which no one else has. We are here and we're pioneering a new ways to offer riders to our clients. The beautiful thing about ABRs is that, hey, once they're approved, once they meet eligibility and they're approved, you know what? They could use it for whatever they want to. We're not going to be there supervising to make sure they use it on their medical. No, if they want to use it for medical expenses, they want to renovate their home, they want to have additional care, business expenses, they could use it for whatever they want. Okay, all four of these ABRs, and once again, we do have the Alzheimer's now that they're able to also elect and be part of. You know, once again, you want to make sure that you're in the correct state, but if I'm correct, I think all of them are offer it. Not too sure about California, gonna have to check on that one again. Terminal illness, no waiting period. Okay, if they find out they're going to pass away within 24 months, in some states 12, they qualify, they call us, submit a claim, and we'll get that process started, pay the lump sum. And once again, we want to be here for you. If you don't know if it qualifies or not, call pre-sales and we will help you. The chronic illness, once again, as you know, or if you don't know, they have to be at least 90 days consecutively where they're not able to do 2 of the 6 daily living activities, including cognitive impairment. Okay. So once they reach those 90 days, they could call us and do a claim there with us, and we'll get them taken care of. And then finally, the critical illness and injury. Those are some existing ones, right? If they're blind, cancer, and other heart attacks, strokes, and new ones that we've been adding, they would qualify to receive that rider. Once again, call us so we can submit a claim. And then finally, the critical injury, coma, paralysis, burns, severe burns, and traumatic brain injury. We are here to help your client in every need, and not only your client, but you. We want you to succeed. I'm so sorry that I had to rush through this. I want to encourage you once again that when you get an opportunity, sign up for our training videos, webinars, and I'll be there to help you out, or one of my colleagues. Bill, once again, I want to thank you just for the opportunity to be here and just to be able to kind of just speak briefly on everything that we got to offer. As you could tell, it's a lot. And just 15 minutes was not suffice, should I say, to really explain in detail everything that we have for you as an agent.
Yes. No, that Israel, great job. Eric, great job. And this was just a little teaser of what's to come in 24 from LSW. So any of our agents can reach out to us, and we can grab Israel or Eric on a conference call if needed. But we're here for you, and we have all the resources in house. So to get you started and keep you going. Okay, what I want to do, we have just a few minutes left, and I want to make sure we get to our giveaway. So real fast, let's move on to the first slide here. And like I said, we'll be done in about 3, 4, 5 minutes max, but some great information here I do want to share. If you already have an appointment with another IMO, but you want to take advantage of all of our tools and platforms, that most of what we offer is complimentary. We will match or beat your existing grid, plus you get cash or free leads for contracting with your first paid application. That's all on our website. We'll include it in the thank you email. The next slide here is what I was referring to earlier, right? If you have the need for other IUL products, living benefits, yes, we have all of the top players, but you will notice LSW is on the top, and they have bullets that no one else can touch when it comes to living benefits. I stand behind that. Let's keep moving forward. This is our IUL Learning Center. If you want to learn more, if you want to take advantage of some of our approved eBlast marketing material or sales presentation systems that allows you to go over IUL with your consumer, we have all of that as well, a bunch of great trainings and podcasts, and it's all at your fingertips through our website. Okay, this is awesome slide. Just pay attention real fast to this because this is the only living benefit certification course, so you could be designated as a LB professional on your business card, on all of your marketing, and it's done through Levinson and LSW. All of this information is on our website as well. Let's keep moving forward. This is our sales presentation system, and LSW is an approved carrier. So if you're not a member and you just want a proposal because you have a meeting tonight at 8 p.m., just call one of our marketers. As long as you're appointed with LSW with us, we will run this at no charge. The SAGE Scholarship Program, LSW was one of the first companies to approve it and be in the platform. So keep in mind, every single consumer that you sell an LSW policy to gets this up to 1 free year scholarship. You should be using that to market. In the beginning, I spoke about the large case market. Maybe you don't have the confidence, right, to walk into a business owner's office that maybe they're bringing in 5 to 10 million a year, 100 million, whatever it is. Mary Reed will literally jump in and make the sale for you. Okay, and you still keep the majority of the commission, and these are monster cases. And in fact, her go-to company is LSW, which is why we brought this up. So if you have a guy, you have a girl, let us know. We'll make the intro and get you all set up. Okay, next slide is our social media example posts that are working today from other agents. And here's what's so neat. These are all very simple posts that you should be doing. I always say don't reinvent the wheel, just change a few spokes. These 3 posts here, this is on Instagram and Facebook, generated over 500 likes and over 200 comments. Keep in mind, every comment is a new free lead for you, right? Because you're going to reach out to these people through PM or DM to say, hey, I'm Bill Levinson, the guy that posted about is IUL good for children, and you had a question. I'm here to help you. That's a lead. Done, just because you marketed for free on social media. Let's keep moving. My podcast is awesome, bigger and better than ever for 24. My first episode is Wednesday. It's going to be recorded here live in the office. Now, here's what's so neat. This is important for me to take a minute. So, Tony Robbins, right-hand man, Mike Savage, okay, who also works with Tarek El Moussa from Flipping Houses. He's going to be here in the conference room next Wednesday. It's me, him, and one of our top agencies, Emmanuel. So Emmanuel, I did a 2-part series with on prior episodes, and it was our most watched episode in history. So the 3 of us are going to be here in the conference room recording live. So we'll send out that episode next week. It's going to be awesome. We never did anything like this before. Super excited. Next slide is upcoming trainings. Very important what you need to be on for next week and the week after and going into February. So just pay attention. The blue section on the bottom, we have our ultimate social media and website coach, Ken, is going to be on the 25th. And then we have one of the top ROP products, Kansas City Life, our VP is going to be on. And then just below that, we have Kevin for our agency automator life and annuity platform. And then on the bottom, Mutual of Omaha, back bigger and better than ever as well, so far from what I've seen and heard. So we're going to go over all of their products on the 22nd of February. So great stuff to come. My last slide finally got done, and I appreciate all of you sticking with us. We're going to wrap this up right now. But before I ask my question, I want to mention real fast, you're going to notice our office building is in that picture. You're also going to notice my office there, top left corner. The lights are still on. The picture says it all. This is my quote: the hardest worker in the room year after year that doesn't accept no for an answer is the real overnight success. That needs to be you, right? That's how you grow. That's how you make this your best year ever, right? You keep yourself happy, your family happy. Okay, yes, you need balance on the weekends, but during the week, it should be an all-out grind. That scrappy, positive mental state is what's going to move the needle, folks. That's it. There's no other way. Okay, we all know that. My question of the day, make sure your little fingers are on the keyboard and you're ready to answer first and correctly. We spoke about Insure Me Now Direct. We spoke about our latest carrier edition, Manhattan Life. Tell me, how many products did we just add yesterday with Manhattan Life? on Insure Me Now Direct. Everything's 100% direct to consumer like Amazon. How many products from Manhattan Life are now on Insure Me Now Direct? You tell me that number and you win Apple AirPods and the IUL. Actually, I'm going to give you the Mary Reed prospecting book, since that was kind of our focus today, was LSW and some of the larger cases. So you tell me that magic number and you win how many products from Manhattan Life is on Insure Me Now Direct now, today, live. Andrew, who was first and who was correct?
It is Joseph D. Joseph D.
Joseph D. The magic number was 17 products are now on Insure Me Now Direct from Manhattan Life. Let's go out there and crush it. Thanks for hanging in there. This was an amazing 1 hour, a little over an hour, and hopefully we see you on next week. Hopefully you walked away with nuggets. Hopefully you check out the podcast next week. Great selling. Thank you again, everyone.